What is cracking, everybody? Welcome to Woodness Goodness, and welcome to my workshop. I don't feature this very often, primarily because we do all our stuff outside, and it's just never been that important to come inside. It's pouring rain outside, which is exactly why the trailer build, or the mobile bar, has taken so long. And yeah, it's pouring rain. I have a bit of an allergy to my Labrador. So if you see my eye watering, it's because of that, and also it's just because I get so emotional talking to you guys. I've realized my workshop is a perfect place to in fact build the utility teardrop camper for the next cabin build. But basically I have to build this little teardrop camper because you guys requested it, and because I just think it's going to be really useful to have something that I can sleep in and charge gear, charge my tools. It'll run off solar, I can cook, you know, just something that I can bring up to the property, and it has everything I need to do what I need to do. Before we can start building a teardrop in here, I gotta clean this place up. It's a disaster. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't even know why I'm filming this, but maybe we're gonna use it for an episode or something, but let's clean it up and prep it for a teardrop building station. Let's go. Well, in typical cleanup fashion, I'm kind of giving up halfway through. Reason being, I need to get rid of like all that stuff over there. Also, I'm just sick of cleaning up. When you have like a garage or a workshop or a house and you have extra room for stuff at one point in your life, you say yes to a lot of things. You start collecting a lot of things. That's what's happened. I have a very hard time getting rid of stuff. For instance, this is how hard of a time I'm having getting rid of stuff. I know what this is, but I also don't know what it is. Until I realize what it actually is, where I need something that this is, I don't know if I should keep it or get rid of it. Because there might be a day where I need this thing that it does. Or this. This is an old deadbolt lock thing from my little U-Haul trailer. I don't need it, but what if I do? I also collect things like all those stains over there. I don't remember the last time I used one of those little things of stain, but what if I need them one day?
What if?
Some bolts, some other big bolts that are kind of rusty and probably shouldn't be used, but what if I want to use them?
What if?
A bunch of screws that are completely disorganized, but I just feel bad and don't want to get rid of them, but probably should, but haven't, because what if I want them?
What if?
But anyhow, you guys get the point. I have a hard time letting go. I'm sure you guys have the same issues I do. So anyhow, I'm gonna keep working on this here workshop. Just a little a day keeps the mess away. Possibly, probably not. But we're gonna work towards that because I really wanna go to Harbor Freight and buy that 4x8 trailer and start building this teardrop. But I just can't let myself do that until I clean this up a bit. Plus, my wife doesn't like me starting all these projects without finishing projects. But I don't think she watches all my YouTube videos, so I think we're gonna be okay. Good morning, guys. I have a trailer behind me there that we've been working on, as you well know. And I honestly don't know when I'm gonna release this video, but just so you know, I am about to hop in the car and we're gonna go to Harbor Freight and buy another trailer.
Here's the deal. When you find the love of your life, even if you guys are the perfect match, the perfect couple, there's a good chance that doing something like this could possibly put that at risk. My wife's incredible. And babe, if you're watching this, thank you for letting me do me. And thank you for forgiving me for purchasing yet another trailer. But we're motivated this morning, and it's too cold to paint the trailer. And with all this motivation, I need something to do. So let's go to Harbor Freight, buy a trailer, and put it together so we can start building the Teardrop. So before you guys ask me why I'm buying a Harbor Freight trailer, well, with all the research I've been doing for the price, for the money, I don't think you can beat it. Plus, I want to make this Teardrop so pretty much anyone can do it with things that are accessible to them. It's $450. You cannot find a 4x8 trailer for that money anywhere. And I think it's kind of inexpensive because, well, it's Harbor Freight and you have to bolt it together. It's a bolt-on, bolt-together trailer that you buy. It comes in boxes, and I'm literally gonna go pick it up in my Volvo. And with everything going on, trailers are one of those things that are hard to come by, and that's why I'm driving an hour to go get this thing, because nothing close to my house has this trailer in stock. Just like that, we got a trailer. Comes in 2 boxes. It literally fits inside a car. Mind you, this is a wagon because wagons are incredible, but you get the idea. It comes in 2 boxes. One smaller box, that's like the size of the tires, I guess, probably. And then one really long box, and that's where all your steel is. And the long box is very heavy. So I'm gonna bring it out piece by piece, and then we're just gonna put it together. I'm gonna set the camera up and see how quickly we can assemble this thing. I've heard it's a bit of a pain and the instructions aren't great. So anyhow, we'll set the camera up, let her fly, and see if we can put this thing together today. Let's go. To go, bro. What the heck?
that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. That is pretty heavy, actually. Whoa. Honestly, I was thinking about maybe getting bigger tires. I mean, they're pretty small. That might be the first thing we do. Buy bigger tires, bigger rims, bigger tires. Sell these bad boys for maybe 50 to 100 bucks. Get some money back to put towards the bigger rims and tires. I mean, it's pretty high off the ground, which is nice. Right? It's a pretty nice sized trailer. I thought it was gonna be smaller, but it's pretty good. Okay, so a couple things that I didn't do is I didn't put the fender guards on, or the fenders, I guess in general, they're just fenders. I didn't put the fenders on. I didn't put the little dolly kit because this is a folding trailer. And I don't want my trailer to fold. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts in all the holes that already exist in the middle here to put this thing together. Keep it nice and strong. I feel like you could do some pretty sweet stuff. Now imagine this with just bigger wheels. Now that will be crazy. Okay, well next step is maybe get this thing on the road and do my lumber pickup in it. Make sure it in fact is roadworthy. Oh, I'm so stiff. That's basically it for this episode, but I want to show those who might be interested in the more detailed schematics of this trailer, since it is such a popular trailer, especially for the DIY teardrops from what I've seen and the research I've done. So I'm gonna give you a little walk around of some of the things I noticed, some of the things I like, and also the details. So basically details are, this is basically 450 bucks, and that's without a coupon or anything. The weight capacity of this thing, as advertised and as they say, is 1,720 pounds, which actually is pretty decent if you ask me. I can't imagine this teardrop weighing any more than that, and should give me some buffer room to be able to take some supplies in and out of whatever land it is that I end up buying. So one of the most obvious things that makes this trailer just look a little bit more small is the tires. So from ground up, right to basically the tip top of the tire is better part of 21 inches. And yeah, they're very narrow too, you know? That's my hand, that's the tire. So they're very narrow, and yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna replace those. The bolt pattern on it, from what I can tell, is it's a 5-bolt pattern, obviously, because there's 5 bolts, and 4.5. So it'd be considered a 5-bolt at 4.5, being that, you know, it's 4.5 inches from this bolt to the center between these two. Or my favorite way, or easier way to measure your bolt pattern of a 5-bolt pattern, is measuring the center of this bolt to one right beside it. In this case, it's 2 5/8, making it a 5-bolt 4.5 pattern. Another thing about this trailer that I'm going to change immediately is these little pins here. So basically, if you were to fold this, you know, you could take this little pin out. That's kind of loose in there, honestly. It's not that strong. And then essentially this would fold down. But so I'm gonna get real bolts and bolt that together. There's one there and one there. And then other than that, the trailer is made of two main pieces. You've got this section right here, and then you've got this section right there. It is then bolted together using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts in total. One thing I'm thinking about doing is maybe running a bead of weld or a couple, maybe just a couple little tacks here, maybe underneath, because you do have a bit of a point where you can get a little bit of a bend there. That could probably tighten up if I put the board on it, but honestly, whatever I can do just to stiffen this trailer up before I start building on it, the better. I don't think it's a big deal, but there is, you know, I don't know if I'm supposed to tighten this all the way, but it starts to bend, you know, it starts to bend because this is just not a perfect fit. I think if this was just a little bigger, this is basically 3 1/4 inch in between here, and this bar right here is 3 inch. Actually, smaller than 3 inch. Wait, what? Is that right? 3 1/8. We'll say it's 3 1/8, yet the bar itself is 2 3/4. So because of that, you got this little bit of a bend, or maybe I'm just supposed to tighten it up until it bends all the way, but I'm not sure exactly. I don't love that, but honestly, I think it's gonna be all right. Other than that, I really can't tell you too much more since I haven't even started really building on it or anything. But right out of the box, right out the gate, I actually think it's a pretty good bang for your buck. You know, steel, you're still gonna spend a decent amount of money on steel just to build something this size. And it comes with the axle, the hubs, the tires, the hitch, and it's powder coated red. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that color, but hey, it's better than nothing. And yeah, I think this is just gonna be a really good platform to start the Teardrop on. Guys, if you have any more questions about this trailer, I am happy to answer them in another video or, you know, more videos down the road, because I know this is just like one of the best options for a lot of people for a trailer, especially for the Teardrop thing. But let me know what you want me to do with this Teardrop, what you want me to include on it, any special feature that you thought of that should possibly be included in this build. Because I want it to be really cool and I want you guys to enjoy it and be possibly motivational for you guys to do the same. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.